These decadent peanut butter chip cookies have a tender texture and so much peanut butter flavor. These cookies are a must try for all peanut butter lovers. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sarita Johnson and you are with Love from the Heart. Thanks for being here. I will be sharing some simple and easy recipes on my channel, so let's get baking. Okay, so let's get started. We first put in our softened butter into the stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer if you have that handy. Both will work well. But do remember that your butter needs to be at room temperature so that it beats well in the mixer. Keep beating for about a minute till you see that it's creamy enough to go on to the next ingredient. Scoop the peanut butter into the bowl of your standing mixer and continue to beat on medium speed until both the butters are well combined and the mixture is creamy. You can add crunchy peanut butter or the classic smooth peanut butter. I bought crunchy, so I've used the crunchy peanut butter, but either one will do. Once the butters are mixed, scrape down the bowl with a spatula. If required, continue mixing for a few more seconds. Now you pour in your brown sugar and your granulated white sugar. Mix these two on medium speed until it becomes light in color and fluffy. Try not to replace your white sugar with brown sugar because the purpose of the white sugar is to help the cookie maintain its structure. If you add only brown sugar, then your cookie tends to be more flat and it won't have that nice round dome appearance like a cookie should do. On a separate note, I just want to mention that it's always better to weigh your ingredients rather than use a measuring cup, because in that way you have accurate measurements of your ingredients while baking. Now add the egg into your buttercream mixture. Make sure that the egg is fully incorporated. Scrape down your bowl and continue mixing for about 1 minute. If you are doubling this recipe, you would then use 2 eggs. Make sure you beat well between the next addition of the second egg and scrape down your bowl very well each time. Now turn off your hand mixer or your stand mixer, whichever one you're using. You've got to then sift in your all-purpose flour and then your baking soda. And do not forget to add in your salt. Sift that well into your buttercream mixture, and we can then continue mixing it gradually. Okay, now we've added in the dry mixtures. Start your mixer on low speed so that you don't have your flour flying all over the place. Also add in your vanilla essence, do not forget that. Just a side note, when you're making cookies, try not to overmix your batter at any point. As soon as you see that you cannot find any traces of the white powder, stop mixing. Just a small tip, something that I have learned along the way, it's always good to use one of the store-bought stabilized peanut butter spreads. It does not matter which brand it is. If you are using one of the natural peanut butters, then you would need to pour in the excess oil that separates out from that mixture within the bottle itself. The other ones are pretty well mixed in, so you can just add it straight out of the bottle. Now it's time for the best part. We got to add in your peanut butter chips. You can actually also use chocolate chip cookie in these cookies, but I chose to use peanut butter chips. For a few seconds I have mixed it with my hand mixer so that I can just quickly get it all incorporated, and then I have moved on to a spatula to mix it well into the batter. Mix your peanut butter and scrape down your bowl with the spatula so that you know you've got your peanut butter chips equally spread out into the batter. While I recommend chilling the dough, it's not necessary that you need to do that if you're in a rush. Chilling the dough will cause the cookies to spread less, but you can always do without it. Preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius for around 10 minutes. You then move on to scooping your cookie dough onto a parchment sheet that's lined. You can either use a ice cream scoop or 2 tablespoons. Even just your hands would be fine. Roll them out into rough balls and spread them equally onto the sheet. Just make sure that you leave at least 2 inches between each cookie so that's enough air to circulate between them. Now, if you want to make your cookies look like the Instagram pictures, what I would do is take a few of the chocolate chips or the peanut butter chips you've used and press them on top of the cookies just before you put them into the oven. Make sure your oven is preheated. You can then place your cookies in the oven. Either you put it in for 13 to 14 minutes, but make sure you check it around the 10-minute mark. You know your cookies are done when they are brown around the edges and they will be slightly tanned on the top as well. I would definitely suggest making a big batch of these cookies because you will notice that they just disappear in a few seconds once they are out of the oven. Watch out for my videos every week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do give this recipe a try. When you do post on Instagram, do not forget to tag me in your posts. Like, share and subscribe.